All right, we have 3B, 3A, and 3B.
Right.
So 3A is the intervals. So 5 intervals of 2 minutes of work, followed by 1 minute of rest. 7 deads, 5 cleans, 3 shoulder to overhead. Part B is after the final 1 minute rest in 3A. You have 5 minutes to establish a free max freestanding handstand hold. And then the handstand hold is a 50-point event. The barbell loading is 185, 135. So it's kind of like a short, I kind of said a short and stout DT, if you will. And then the handstand hold was a 4x4 box, same as the 2020 game standard. So you can move around. Time stops when you hit the tape or go outside the box, or if your feet and any other part of the body touches the ground besides the hands. No frog stands. No like frog stands or like funky bracing where you're bracing yourself against yourself. Like we all remember trying to learn how to do that, like in, I don't know, grade school or something like that. But yeah, I'm just curious as someone that has done heavy DT at the games, and this kind of short and sharp variation. I'm curious your thoughts on like the interval portion of this, because 2 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest, reset, do it again from the top.
Yeah, I played with that one a little bit just to see at a like controlled pace what does one round take me, and that's kind of given me an idea for what my goal rounds are and what I kind of want to hold on to for it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very DT-ish workout. You know, you get the rest in there so you can push a little bit harder. I wish this complex fit in somewhere else in a workout. I wish it wasn't just its own thing, or vice versa with the snatches. I feel like the people who do really well in the snatches are probably going to be the exact same people who do really well with this barbell complex. I wish there was something else with it, but that being said, you know, I enjoy barbell cycling. I always have. It's been one of my stronger suits. So it's definitely going to be one that hurts, and you're gonna be able to make it hurt pretty bad, especially in those last 2 rounds. You're getting those 1 minute rests, so it definitely goads you a little bit to push the pace probably harder than you would think or harder than you want to.
How much is your wife helping you with the handstand hold?
We're gonna cut her hair and put a fake beard in there, and then just do a quick swap, because she'd probably be able to hold for the entire time. Yeah, she showed me, she's given me some pointers in that. Nothing I've been able to even come close to the standard she holds on that, but you know, it's like try to reverse 25 years of bench press with your, you know, your overhead position and everything else, and you know, do that in a couple years. But I'm not bad at this when I can find my sweet spot. I mean, I'm definitely not stacked, so like it takes its toll. But I either go 100% one way or the other way. So I can find my sweet spot and I can pretty much manipulate everything at my wrist and stay where I need to stay. Or I'm basically just going back and forth on my palms like an in-place handstand walk for the entire time that I'm up there. So I've actually found that helps me keep my balance almost more. If I have to take a step, I'll almost always just keep moving on my hands back and forth. And I've done this more than once, because I did it when they used it. Again, I can't remember. You referenced the year, Tommy, but I did that down in Cookville. 2020. I did that down there with the team down there, and found that was, you know, an easier way, or one of the ways that I could maintain myself upright. Now, coming after all that barbell, throwing around that barbell, that'll be different. Like I will probably take, you know, the first minute again off in that time frame that I have, and just not do anything, just kind of recover. Because realistically, I think I'm going to get 2 shots at it, at the handstand hold, unless I really botch it. Like if I get past a certain point, it's like you're probably going to get 2 good runs in each of those, unless you've really been hammering this for the past 3 years. That's probably what you're looking at. It's probably what I'm going to be looking at.
Is this something that you practice regularly, or is it even in the mind's eye as far as training is concerned? I do feel like 2020 was kind of not a canary in the coal mine, but hey, like this is something we can test. And then you've seen it pop up in other forms. I mean, even at Wodapalooza this past year, the elites did a lifting event into a max parallel hold, and it just seems like the variations upside down have started to grow a little bit.
Yeah, it's something I've played with. It's definitely like you tack it on at just the end of a session, right? Like you do your conditioning, you do some weightlifting, you do whatever, and then hey, for the next 20 minutes, I'm just going to practice being up on my hands and staying inside that box. I'm going to go up against the wall, like, so you can just build endurance. I'm going to handstand hold against the wall for, longer than I could just freestand. Right. So, it's not something I've done regularly. It's definitely something ever since it's been introduced, I wanted to be better at it. So I have done it a little bit, but I mean, this year with my training, I know I've mentioned before, I've done a lot more just kind of strength training and development. Just wanted to see where I would fall out in Masters. I'm definitely doing way better than I thought I would have this year. So I have an idea of what I know what I did in 2020. So I kind of have a goal to be over that time. And I think I can. I think I will be. But then again, it'll be different in the moment after doing all that barbell cycling, having an event right before it. That'll definitely throw people off.
What are we looking at? 20, 25 seconds? Is that the goal?
No, it's longer than that. Yeah.
I know.
Don't insult Dan
Hey,
Bailey.
no,
Come on.
look, I'm trying to give him. Hey, I'm trying to set our guy up.
Okay.
He goes, yeah, 2025, and then he puts
the bar low, and then
he drops a 50 burger on him, or 100 spot on him.
At least 29, Tommy. At least 29.
There we go. Hit 39. Hit one for each year.
What is the most of the guys that are in this division? You've competed against them for a long time. Like, is there trash talk going on? What's that? What is the friendly banter like right now at this point in the season?
Oh, the friendly banter is more like how much we're trying to duct tape our bodies together by Sunday. I think,
wow.
I mean, talking to like Austin and James and Paul and Rich, the people are just like, my knee's swollen up like a balloon. Like, I think I need to get 50 cc's drained out of it. Like, how am I going to do this thruster workout? It's just the conversation changes a little bit. It's not, oh, you did terrible on that workout, you suck, I beat you. It's just like, hey guys, great job, great, everybody surviving, everybody healthy, everybody good, okay, good. Let's make it on to the next one, crushing it. So at least I know that is for me. Like, one of the number one goals is to make it through the weekend without any scars. So
oh, that's I mean that cast of characters you just mentioned, just playing a game of survival versus necessarily cutthroat competition is
I shouldn't put Rich in there. That guy, he could qualify as an individual still, which is just unbelievable. He doesn't have to do Masters. He could be going in a semifinal and still beating up on the young people. So it's amazing what he's done. And I don't know if he's going to, I tried to even though I wish now in hindsight, I wish I would have spent a little more time training for this year, because I realized that after this year, if Rich and I ever got to do Masters together, if I ever got to compete against him again, it's going to take another 4 years after this year.
Oh man.
So I only get this year. So, and I don't know if he's going to compete or not. Right. Like, even if he makes it, I kind of doubt he'll go, but, we'll have to wait. So I remember texting him. I'm like, hey, I know you said you're not going to go, but is this like a carrot that could be dangled in front of you? Like, we could go relive the 2012 glory days for a minute. But I mean, the guys that are in there, Sam Dancer, I'm excited to see what he does this weekend, even though he's my competition. He has been training. He trained so hard last year and looked so good, and then had that dumb injury, and I was super frustrated for him. I was super bummed. And I know he was too. So, I mean, he's a hammer. He is crushing it this year. So, there's a lot of great guys on that leaderboard. I mean, you look at the list of names that are occupied the 10 spots from quarterfinals, and it's a lot of studs. It's a very, very tough division, especially when it comes to online programming and everything.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You mentioned Rich doesn't have to do Masters. I mean, I'd argue you probably don't have to either. You have nothing left to prove. Why are you still out there? Nose of the grindstone, working hard and trying to compete.
Yeah, I'd actually told Alex that my wife, that I didn't think I was going to do it this year. I just wasn't going to compete, and then it kind of rolls around, and you're just like, I just want to be part of the. I want to be part of the fun. I want to be part of the community, and I definitely went into the first the Open and the quarterfinals with just, I'm just going to show up and do them, and I'm not going to stress out as much, and I obviously that changed now that I made it into like semifinals. It's like now I'm like stressed. I'm like worked up about it for whatever reason. You know, you can't avoid that. But part of that, I love it. I do love to compete. I love to see where I sit on the leaderboard with people. I was, like I said, surprised to see my level of fitness, knowing that I've dedicated a lot more time just towards strength training and just being overall healthy rather than trying to focus more on making it to the games. But yeah, I mean, I love to do it. I'll never stop competing. I'll definitely never stop doing CrossFit. Like it's the best way to work out ever. It's like impossible, I think, to argue against that at this point. Yeah, it's just fun. Like I just enjoy it. I still have the gift a little bit to do some cool things and be successful in some way. So I love doing it.